With the official release of Ghost of Tsushima on PC, I was really excited to get my hands on this, so I thought I'd celebrate by starting a new series going over my first impressions of games that are either newly released or newly ported to PC. Seeing as this game is only 4 years old, I wasn't sure if I should do a retrospective review. Let me know what you think in the comments though. Would you be keen for one? Oh, and on a side note, a couple days after this video goes live, I will actually be traveling to Japan, something I'm super excited for. In fact, if all goes well, I'll be playing Ghost of Tsushima on Tsushima Island.
I think so.
I might even post some pics on my socials, so be sure to follow those. Links in the description. Anyway, I've wasted enough time, let's get stuck into it. So perhaps I'm biased, but I've been really looking forward to this game. Now, I am aware of the discourse around the PSN account linking issues relating to both Ghost of Tsushima and Helldivers 2. You can play the single player portion of Ghost without the account, but you do need it for multiplayer, so keep that in mind. This video is strictly a first impressions video of the PC port for Ghost of Tsushima, and as a disclaimer, I wanted to mention that I'm no tech expert. I can only give my personal experiences. Now, performance so far for me personally has been really smooth. You don't hear that every day when it comes to PC ports, right? I currently run a 3080 Ti with an i9-12900K and I play on 2K, that's 2560 by 1440p, and I've not had any issues with the optimization of the game so far. My frames are mostly between 100 and 140, so it's feeling pretty good, and as a day one experience, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. I will eventually be playing on my AMD laptop running a 4070 in the future, but I won't know how it performs until then. Now, as good as the game is, it's not perfect. I have had a bug come up related to the standoff sometimes not working, which kinda sucks, but I did get through them. The current workaround that I'm aware of is turning off the button holds in accessibility options, but it's still hit and miss sometimes. I've also read that this is related to the higher frame rate, funnily enough. But it does look like Nixxes is aware and looking into it, so I guess this will be fixed soon. I have also seen some random visual glitches, but honestly I barely noticed, especially when you're immersed in the story.
Tomoe is spreading lies.
But there's a seed of truth.
Alright, it's hard to talk about this game without mentioning the visual and audio. It's absolutely immense. Like it really is. Everything they've said and shown about how pretty this game is true. The raw beauty of this game is almost overwhelming. Like the individual blades of grass that rustle, and the lighting, it's jaw-dropping. And the music is ever so present. It's just such a cinematic, interactive experience. Like this game was on PS4 but feels very much next gen. I mean, look at these facial animations.
Your uncle has told me much about you, Jin Sakai.
Actually, on that, the game is fully voiced in Japanese, but personally, I stuck with English subtitles and dubbing just because the facials look to match up better with English.
There must be thousands of them.
You might prefer Japanese with subtitles though. Also, I noticed that some cutscenes were pre-rendered, and the visual fidelity of those looked pretty bad in comparison to the normal quality. It didn't happen too frequently, but you do notice it when it does. Moving on to gameplay and controls. I chose to play this on hard and I have died a few times, but so far it's still really fun. The combat feels pretty good. It's obviously not super difficult or anything anyway, but it is definitely satisfying slicing up your foes, especially during these epic standoff moments. I would criticize some of the control options, but I think most people will get used to it. Like, it's not perfect, mind you, but it's decent. So the story itself looks very interesting to me. It definitely has that classic redemption/revenge style build up so far, and I do see some definite character growth coming in, so I'm super keen for it. There's also a real cinematic flair to this game too. It has that God of War style to it, and yet the framing is very Japanese cinema. Like that opening charge is just epic, but dialogue moments can feel very subdued. Look, I think if you were holding off to see how the optimization or performance would hold up, I think your worries are warranted, but unfounded. I'm not rocking the latest GPU or CPU, but my PC feels like it's been running pretty well. I mean, don't get me wrong, the fans definitely kick on when I load up this game, but the port is working great for me so far. Do check out the reviews of course, and make sure your rig has the minimum specs before committing. Anyway, that concludes this one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you didn't, be sure to let me know what I could have done better. In fact, what did you think about this first impressions video? I'll likely be doing more, but we'll have to see. Thanks for watching. If you've managed to sit through this whole video, thank you so much for watching. I'm still looking to upload a brand new video once a fortnight, but be sure to let me know what else you'd like to see in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully, I'll catch you in the next one.